Hey Cancerians, how y'all doing? Welcome. We're going to be doing your first half of July general reading here. First things first, a very happy birthday season to ya. Yes, happy birthday Cancers. I hope that it is shaping up to be as magical as your meditation was that I just did. Let's talk. So fascinating. I heard the song River by Leon Bridges, which is like Take Me to Your River, I Want to Go. You can look that up. And please do if you're not familiar. It's a beautiful tune. Then it morphed into Part of Your World, a la The Little Mermaid. Then I saw a ship sailing, kind of like a Three of Wands vibe, sailing over an ocean, a longing, like a part of your world, longing to be somewhere that you're looking out to over the horizon, either, across a body of water. Could be a metaphor there, it could be literal. Longing to be with someone, somewhere else. It's like you've got your eye on a specific prize, location, state of being, idea, and your eye is just fixed on it, right? It kind of feels like the Eye of Sauron, but like happy, not like a murderous and dangerous. You're focused is what it is. Oh, you know what it is? It's like a sea captain on a ship with that telescope. It's like you're focused, right? It's interesting. They're showing me Scuttle from The Little Mermaid, how he had the telescope backwards. You've got it's forwards. It's you're focused. You're seeing clearly. You feel very sure to me. And that's really, really lovely. And then it was interesting because then it morphed into, it's like you would reach your destination, and then I saw this newspaper open, and it was very newsies, like read all about it. And the headline was, "You made it." Beautiful. And now that when I think about it, your key, being the chariot and the tarot, that is the key of travel. Cars, forward movement, right? So it really does feel like you're in alignment, really seated in your own wonderful energy. They're showing me the chariot key. The chariot driver, as it were, is wearing a crown of, no, it's not a crown. It's the canopy on the chariot has stars on it. Thinking of the Empress. The Empress feels pertinent for you guys as well. Stars, wish fulfillment, being in a place where there's just, it's, sometimes an energy that I pick up on is just as much about what is not there as opposed to or as much as what is there. There is a distinct lack of confusion. Right? There's a lack of confusion. There's a lack of shuffling your feet. I want to say a lack of procrastination, which is really cool. Let's get your animal energy, though. Really nice, Cancer. Okay, I literally cannot. The Phoenix, are you joking? Are you serious? Are you serious? What? Okay, literally. First of all, this circle here speaks of spirit. When you get an animal energy that is of the spirit realm, what does that mean? That means a time of high magic. Hello and goodbye. I can't with this because this is resurrection, but this is being remember when I said that there was a lack of confusion, a lack of procrastination, right? That you felt very sure, that you had your eye on the prize, and then I was talking about the Eye of Sauron. Look at this circle, look at this fiery realness, but it's positive, right? This is really beautiful. I'm also seeing Dumbledore, Harry Potter with, the Phoenix correlation there. There really is this aspect of magic here. It is your birthday season, so it's a time to, get that wish fulfillment rocking and everything. But that also takes a, active participation on your part as well of really getting clear on what you want, but you are, and that's the best part. You're clear, you're focused, you're making that movement forward. Nothing can deter you. The Phoenix speaks about, again, rising from those ashes in its brilliance and being a true sight and source of inspiration for all to see. But I'm really getting a connection to this fire energy here. It feels like confidence. It feels very King and Queen of Wands. I also saw the image in your meditation of a bull and a cow linking up, and their heads kind of touching together. Some of you guys are in a partnership that feels very aligned, grounded, very healthy. Okay, I want to say healthy. Others of you, if you've been in a more feminine energy, you're stepping into a more masculine energy, which is a way of saying you're getting things done. You're checking things off a list. You're making sure all of your I's are dotted and your T's are crossed, and doing the do's. Or it could be in the reverse, where you've been in that energy of really getting things done, making the decisions, really being in that forward, active energy, and now you're taking a time to be in that receptive cow energy, where you're like, okay, I've done the work. But in order to receive, that requires me stepping back, taking a moment, and, allowing my energy to match up with that. Because if you're always in a masculine forward, output, then that can, it doesn't really line you up to receive in the same way, right? It's about that balance. Okay, I cannot with you. So the fact that you have 4 of Swords here, Cancer, I can't. Remember what we've been talking about this, and again, okay, you see how this is lining up? The phoenix has to die before it can rise again from the ashes, right? Hello and goodbye. The fact that we have this 4 of Swords here, which is about a deep sleep, a deep rest, even not feeling that great in whatever way. This could be mental, spiritual, physical. I do feel like, but also 4 is a number of non-movement. It's a number of stillness, right? They can either be positive or negative, depending on what you're bringing to the table or the coffin, as it were. You know what's really interesting about this? I feel a bit, there's a lot of energy. There's a lot of fast pace coming at me, even with these energies here. It feels like you guys have been waiting on something, or like really waiting for the right time, the right moment. And again, that newspaper clipping that says, you are here, you made it. Okay, this is something you've had your eye on for a while, but they're taking me back to the Lord of the Rings. I mean, you don't say, it should come as no surprise. Remember when I said the Eye of Sauron aspect? This reminds me of Aragorn. In his kind of like stone coffin, where it's that vision that Arwen has, that her dad shows her of a future where, Aragorn is going to die. Doesn't matter. It's Return of the King. It doesn't matter if you've seen it. And it's this image of like, death, right? And then rising again from those ashes. I feel like you were in a place where your life is already happening this way, but I feel like you're about to, in a big way, see the return around a major change in your life circumstances. And it's really, really beautiful. I feel like this is you making peace or saying goodbye to an old aspect of yourself, somewhere you used to live but don't live anymore because you're traveling across the ocean to live somewhere else, be somewhere else, changing jobs. This is a change that is imminent here. And when it's aligned with the energy of the phoenix, it means it's well fated. Right? There's good energy around it. But it's because you feel so confident and sure about it too. Yeah, I can't with this. Remember when I said that you're making peace? It feels like you're making peace with either where you used to live, an old job, friends that you used to have that you're releasing. This is releasing the old, I feel like, and making peace with it, saying goodbye. Remember how Marie Kondo, again, is might be familiar. She says to go through your home. It's this whole aspect of doing the deep clean, right? And releasing everything that doesn't bring you joy and saying thank you and then releasing it. This is saying thank you next, but in a positive way. It's not like, starting like, thank you, next. It's like, no, really, thank you. And you've prepared me for what I'm, moving on to now. Thank you. Which leads us to judgment, which is really, really beautiful and not surprising here. This is about the past. This is about the past. The tagline of this key is look back with pleasure. How many of us can truly look back with pleasure? It's not always easy. It's interesting. You guys being Cancer's the sign of the home and the hearth, you guys have a reputation, right? For when you are in alignment, allowing your past to inform you from a place of, learning and knowledge and discernment, allowing, learning from your past mistakes, learning from your past wisdoms, right? And bringing that forward, which is why a lot of Cancerians, when they're in alignment, are beautiful at giving advice, truly. Because they are not only coming from a place of compassion, they're coming from a place of, being able to let their past inform them, right? Truly learning from that. This is beautiful. When Cancers are out of alignment, this energy can kind of manifest as, clinging to the past or living in the past or being unable to sort of move on from some past pains or past traumas, right? Which, by the way, that's the human experience. It's no shade either way. But there's always a light and a shadow to everything. The fact that this is coming up here in this context, see this Lazarus energy here, I want to point something out. The judgment key. This is about rising from the dead, looking to the past to allow and get your judgment in alignment and go, okay, now I'm ready to move on into the future, because the next key after this is the world, which is the completion of a cycle. Then we have, see this death and rebirth? See these skeletons with the returning to the life and repeating, going back to the beginning of the cycle is the child. And then we have the phoenix, which has to die before it rises again. I mean, I believe that rebirth and resurrection could be a couple keywords of this reading. I also want to point out this body of water here. And I saw you guys either traveling across a body of water or just getting ready to make some major changes. But I also, you know, the water also symbolizes, especially the ocean, symbolizes the unknown. But it feels like you're okay, I can't with you. I can't, but I will. Embarking out on the unknown, but in a really, okay, I'm hearing the quote, one does not discover new lands without consenting to lose sight of the shore for a very long time. That is you. One does not discover new lands without consenting to lose sight of the shore for a very long time. Happy birthday indeed. 4 of Wands. Are those oxen pulling this or bulls? They kind of look like bulls. They're probably ox, but I love that that came up in your meditation and it's kind of reminiscent of it here. Listen, from me to you, this is my favorite minor arcana key. It's truth. This is 1111. This is wish fulfillment. Again, happy birthday to you. You have another 4 here, which is really, it's interesting because it is this feeling of you are definitely setting out on this journey and these changes, but you're going at a pace that feels very, you're just excited about it. It's been a long time coming is what I'm hearing. Whether it's actually been a long time coming, or I'm hearing the quote from When Harry Met Sally. It's like, once you figure out who you want to spend the rest of your life with, you want the rest of your life to start as soon as possible. Ooh, I just got shivers. Whoo! And you know what? He says that to her in a scene where it's New Year's. It's a New Year's party. Hello. 4 of Wands. This is happy home, celebration, family. This is about home life, cohabitation. There's some changes coming around the home. Whether you're actually Marie Kondoing your home to make room for the new, whether you're moving in with someone's moving in with you, upgrading, updating, re-signing a lease, something to do with the home, happiness. This is also weddings, partnerships, could be a deepening of a connection or a resurrection of a pre-established connection, which is beautiful. But I also feel like there's a lot of healing and happiness and connection with your family unit, okay? Whether that's chosen or blood or whatever have you. I'm hearing forgiveness. There's something about forgiveness here as well. Okay, okay. Travel's all over this thing. Hi. 8 of Wands. This is upward movement and ascension. This is a lot of communication, messages, travel, Cupid's arrows with the 4 of Swords. Remember when I said that you are saying goodbye to either where you used to live, your old job, aspects of yourself, friends that got you, were there for a, season and a reason, but not forever. You are saying goodbye. You are releasing with love. Ooh, that feels important. You are releasing with love. And moving on up. That's what this feels like. And it's not escaping my attention. This is 4 to the 8. You are doubling down. You are upgrading. You are upgrading. Okay, the intuition is on fire. The Phoenix, I feel it. Because here's the thing. Sometimes when we feel really, again, the houses with the red thatched roofs, there really is something here about a huge upgrade in the home life. When you feel really sure about something and really confident, when you feel so sure about something that you don't feel the need to ask a bunch of people their opinions or whatever, overthink it. A lot of the times that has to do because your intuition is firing on all 4 cylinders. I actually think it probably has more than 4 cylinders. I'm equating it to a car because you're, Cancer's here, but it's like your intuition is informing this confidence that you feel, which also means that you're not susceptible to, okay, I literally cannot, but I will. Cancers, happy birthday. I'm really excited for you. That's when you're not swayed by the opinions of others. It's like, thank you for your input, but I know that this is the right road. Thank you. 10 of Cups. I'll hold for reaction. Look at the house. Look at the home life. This is complete emotional fulfillment, happy partnership. There is a strong love here. Yes, Lord. I love it. This is just, I can't with this. It's so good. Also, rainbow vibes here. Again, with that feeling of alignment, all aspects of yourself, just feeling very confident and self-assured. I really, remember what I said that a Cancer in alignment learns from their past, and because of that, they go into their future having learned from their past mistakes or, past experiences. I really feel like that's what this is saying here. It's okay. I'm getting this image of if something feels sudden or you feel the need to, and I'm using air quotes with this, rush ahead, or it's seemingly rush ahead, it's actually not really rushing. It's actually been a long time coming, like I said, whether that's in actuality or because this has always been in your path and suddenly you're just like, oh my God, it was right in front of my face the whole time. Or suddenly I feel really sure about this when I haven't felt sure about a lot of other moves in my life. And so I'm looking back with the judgment at those times and going, oh, I felt unsure about that because it wasn't necessarily coming from a place of confidence and intuition. I was thinking with my head. I was letting other people's opinions or directives influence me. And now it is full steam ahead into my highest and best life. By the way, the seaside here, obsessed. Some of you guys are moving, okay? And if not literally, you're moving on to a fabulous new chapter, and I'm here for it. Children too, because we do have these two these babies coming up here. Children could be influencing your life, or you could be looking at your past child self and really going, wow, look at how far I've come. And there is this feeling of nurturing of the, you are the nurturers of Zodiac as well. Okay, are you literally at the bottom here with the Chariot of your own reading? How dare you be in your own reading. This is beautiful. This is coming up to say that you're very much in alignment. Oh, remember when I talked about the stars on the canopy? Obsessed. Wish fulfillment. There is this feeling of being your own mother or nurturing, right? There is this deep feeling of that. It feels really lovely and good. It feels very important. I also feel like there might be others in your life who don't share the same confidence that you do around whatever this change is or decision or aspect. It's not personal. It's just that this is of your own timeline and your own soul's journey. So it may just require you to show a little patience and compassion, because I feel like whoever this is, they might be in a place where they're feeling a little overwhelmed by their own given circumstances, or they're just in a place where they're maybe not as clear-headed as you are. That's okay. It's just that the energy's aligning with your birthday season and where you are right now. So you can hold their hand. You can be there for them and go, oh, it's okay. I got this. I just heard that. I got this. I know what it is. Don't you worry about it. I got this. Ooh, they're taking me back to the bull and the cow as well. It could be a reversal of roles, like I said, where you're really stepping into a position of going, okay, it's been like this, but now I'm gonna be in the get her done mode, or I've been in the get her done mode, and now I'm gonna sit back and just move from a place of receiving because I know what I want now. Now I'm gonna sit back and allow the universe to line this up for me, right? Let me tell you something. I feel like this came up in your past reading, but I could be wrong, but I think it did. When a door is yours, it will open. Point blank and period. When a door is yours, it will open. Okay? And it may be a small crack. It could be opening partially, little bit by bit, enough to keep you going, through that door. Enough to remind you signify that door is yours. But if there are doors in your life, whether they be personal, job-related, home-related, family connection-related, friendship-related, and you have been pounding down this door and it hasn't been giving nary an inch, that's not your door, right? It can be difficult to go, oh my God, this wasn't my door. But it takes more courage to acknowledge that and go and seek and find your own door. Because then it's going to take the slightest tap and it's going to start to open. You're like, oh my gosh, this is what it is. Okay? The moon. So this is really interesting here. So Cancers are ruled by the moon, right? Your sign is ruled by the moon. This is about, and I love that it's, that it's pairing, again with this water here, right? Some of you guys really are making a journey across water, or it could be that you are traversing the unknown with confidence and success. You know, the moon, again, intuitive ability, this is about the unknown, but I also want to point something out. You know, the dog and the wolf here, this represents, again, to these two aspects. This represents the domestic aspect of ourselves and also the wild, untamed aspect of ourselves. I feel like these are coming together within for you, where you're again, back to this Phoenix energy. You're coming from a place of almost primal confidence in moving forward, right? But it's also balanced with this aspect of, but I am going to be practical. I am going to make sure that I have all of my, you know, I's dotted and T's crossed, a la the Four of Swords and the Eight of Wands here, right? That way you can move forward in confidence, knowing that you've got your big gulp packed and everything you need in your backpack for your journey. You know what I mean? This is really beautiful. And I also, there's this, the fact that it's clarifying the four, this is really beautiful because I do feel like, again, some of you guys are moving and it's just saying like you are moving into your highest and best place of time. Like this is your door. See how this is sort of like an open-ended door here? I feel like that's what this is. And I want to point something out. Those are starlings. Oh, whoa. Whoa. Starlings. Wow, really good luck with starlings. See how they're forming a canopy? And then we have the mirror canopy with the Four of Wands here. This is really beautiful, Cancers. You are not just embracing the unknown, you are thriving in the unknown with your eye on the prize and your focus is center. You know, also the sun and the moon aspects, you feel very balanced. You feel very sure-footed. And it's almost as if the moon representing the unknown. A lot of people have trouble with the moon energy, okay? We all do at any given point in time. It directly speaks to our need for security and stability because the moon comes in and says the only thing that is constant is change. Like the moon. The moon is ever changeable. The only thing that is constant is change. And again, that can hit us in our lower chakras. That can hit us in the place that it really hurts because we really do, at the end of the day, want to feel secure. Like we're always going to have what we need, right? But I feel like you are dancing with this energy in a really beautiful way. It's like you're mastering it. What is this I'm seeing? Oh, it's like Kung Fu Panda. It's okay if you haven't seen it. In the third Kung Fu, or is it the second? I don't remember. Second or third, it might be the second Kung Fu Panda, where the peacock is throwing out these fire bombs at Po there, the Kung Fu Panda as it were. He's taking the fire bombs, taking it, wrapping it into a ball, and then sending it back. That's what I feel like you're doing. I feel like you're in this Kung Fu. You're Kung Fuing with the moon. Cancers, you better Kung to the Fu moon. Oh my God, am I going to call this Kung Fu moon? I don't know. But this is really positive, Cancerians. I mean, you've come up in your reading. You came at the bottom of the deck with the Chariot. Now this is coming up with the moon, which rules your sign. You are quite literally Kung Fuing with the moon, and it's really working well for you, and I'm obsessed with this for you, and the Phoenix energy is just so, so beautiful. Let's get I feel like getting a goddess for you guys. Let's do it. Goddess Oracle for my Cancers. This is really beautiful. Kung Fuing with the moon, dancing with the moon, embracing it. I feel like the people around you are really going to benefit from that as well. Okay, I can't with this. First of all, she was on the bottom. I just want to speak briefly because this says past life, and we're talking about past aspects of yourself, literally your past life, right? Releasing that with love, saying thank you. This situation involves your past life memories. I feel like that could be, take that as it resonates, faux show, but I feel like this also really speaks to your past life moving into your new one, okay? I literally can't. So these bodies of water, how many times have I been talking about bodies of water? Hello. Spend time near water, such as a lake, river, or the ocean to recharge your batteries. I'm going to tell you, this water realness is really getting me, but I have to point something out. See how these are two counter elements here with the fire and the water, right? I feel like there's a lot of information here. First of all, I feel like this is directly going back to I really feel like this is speaking directly to those in your surroundings, okay? those around you, whether it's your mom on the phone or it's your partner or a boss or even your inner, judging critic at any given time, right? There is this aspect of being patient and holding a hand and going, okay, I am so clear on where we're going and what I want, what's best for me or us or whatever have you. And it's about allowing compassion, sensitivity, and patience for those around you or aspects of yourself that aren't in alignment with this energy that I'm tapping into with the phoenix. Because if you think about it, the phoenix is a very impressive energy. Oh, it's a beautiful bird, isn't it? Right? But it is fiery. It is a lot, right? It is a lot. If you get too close, you might get burned, right? So I just feel like this is saying, like, balance some of this, fiery, full steam aheadedness, right? However this manifests for you, with some lovely water. Keep steeped into those emotions and feelings that make you the beautiful nurturers of the zodiac that you are. I'm also hearing, pace yourself a bit too. You're gonna get there, right? But just remember also to ground and pace and recharge, as this says. I feel like that's always beautiful advice, especially when we're onto something and we just don't want to stop until we get there. Pace yourself and enjoy getting to where you're going is what I'm hearing. Enjoy getting to where you're going. Okay? Woo-woo. Cancers, this was your first half of July general reading. I'm obsessed with this for you. A very happy birthday season. I so hope that this helped and resonated. If so, please let me know in the comments below. I live, L-I-V-E, for reading your comments. It's my favorite part. And with that being said, just thank you guys so much for being here. I appreciate every single one of y'all. I really, really do. And with that being said, as always, and most of all, thank you for being you. And be well. Until next time.